Let's start by shooting down a drone. Counter UAS, C-UAS, it's coming, and whether you're going to use ballistics or you're going to use electronic means to take down unmanned aircraft or remotely piloted aircraft, as I should more correctly say, then it's coming, it's happening. A friend of mine, Rob Thompson, went to some big house on a hill yesterday somewhere in America, and he was going out with his cap in hand looking for $20 million for a study, and I think he might have got it as well. So C-UAS, it's big news, big business, something to watch. It's going to affect us all. We want to obviously be on the side of good actors. I wanted to quickly go through, I've got a bit of paper in my hand, some stats. And the stats pertain to South Africa, where I live, and the state of play in the industry here. And it's worrying. There are 17 licensed companies. It's very hard to get licensed here. Your company needs to jump through all sorts of hoops, as well as having a pilot's license. Not like America, where you just get a 107. You've got to get your remote pilot's license, and you've got to get your company sorted out here. So we've got 17 companies, 660 aircraft registered. That's with a Zulu Tango registered to fly commercially. And get this, 800 remote pilots are licensed now. They're going through the training schools and getting their tickets. So that's 47 pilots per legal operation at the moment. And yeah, there are 800 RPLs. There's probably 10 times that number of people operating outside of the regulations, and that can't be a good thing. That means they're not perhaps operating. A lot of them will be operating in very safe ways and be considering what they're doing, but a lot of them will be operating outside of best practice, and that needs to change. So something's got to be fixed. I know old Brucey rants a lot about this, but something's got to be fixed in our system here, if only to make it safer, not to make it just easier, but safer. So I'm going to keep an eye out on what's going there. Oh, that's right, I put a note at the bottom. To give you a clue of what it's like, I heard yesterday in this call that one of the operators is operating a Phantom 4. Our Civil Aviation Authority came and did a technical inspection of their business and put the aircraft through its testing, and that took 5 hours, and they had to take the aircraft to an official weighing facility and get it weighed there. To make sure it was what it said, and of course that's great expense. You drive somewhere just to weigh your Phantom. It's crazy talk. I know of another person that was audited, and they didn't have an escape hatch also on a Phantom, on their Phantom, so they drew one in on pen on the side to comply. So plainly, there's lots of rules hanging over or hanging off of manned aviation that just don't apply to us, and a lot of actions being taken by the Civil Aviation Authority don't improve safety, in my humble opinion, but they stop people moving towards safety. They stop people being compliant because they're just too hard, and that can't be allowed to continue. So yesterday I did find some channeling for the separate lift thrust, some aluminium, I don't know what you call it, it's not a T. Anyway, I found some. It's not perfect, but it'll do for a bodge. And this is the point where in every sort of vlog, I'm trying to vlog. I can't vlog. There's not enough to do every day. But in every vlog, you always get some bit that's sped up. So I've got to find my motors and stuff on the bench, and I've got to find all sorts of stuff. So let's just do that. Let's have that jumpy around bit now.